my name is Liz. Well, welcome to my channel. I hope you like it here. Alright, before we start today's video, which has been highly requested for so long, and yeah, by so many of you, there's something important I need to talk about, and please don't skip this, because you, yes you, can help me decide which videos I'm gonna post for the following month, basically, starting sometime next week up until the end of June, basically. Because, and here's the context, my best friend is coming to visit me, and she's staying with me for like a month. So I'm not gonna be filming whilst she's here with me. It's not gonna work. I might make an exception for Harry's album drop, but other than that, I'm not gonna be filming. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pre-film a bunch of videos in this following week, and I was thinking of a way to let you guys help me decide which videos to react to and film. But just going off of the comments, it's getting a bit hard because there are so many comments. So what I came up with, it's gonna sound a little bit like self-promo, so bear with me please. But my Instagram, I always have it in my description box. I'm gonna put it here. Please go to my Instagram this week because I'm gonna be posting stories with the, the question box thingy where you can type something in, and I'm going to be asking you guys for videos you want to see in the next month that I can pre-film now this week, so they have to already be out. It can't be anything new because I won't be filming during the last part of May and most of June basically. So out of all the recommendations I get on my Instagram stories, the ones that are the most requested or have the most votes, if I do some polls or something, I don't know, I'm not sure yet, and also probably some that just like pique my interest, even if they are not requested as much, are the ones that I'm gonna pre-film this following week. So yeah, I'm just gonna film this following week and then I'm gonna edit those videos and post them throughout the month, basically. So yeah. If you don't want to go and follow and all that, it's fine. You don't have to, you could help me. Just let me know what you want to see from me for the next month, basically. Yeah. Okay, now on to today's video. People have been requesting for me to react to X Celeste's videos for so long, like since the beginning, since the first video I ever posted about BTS. So today we're doing it. Yeah, I don't have much to add. Let me get my headphones and all that, and let's get going. Okay, I have some sweet potato chips that I'm probably going to be eating, and some water, so I think I'm ready. Let's go. That place is huge. How do they get this, like...
How many of you have heard of BTS?
Who is BTS, and why are they so popular? BTS is a 7-member group from South Korea. While the words boy band are often associated with the image of screaming teen girls, that is far from reality. First, there's nothing wrong with being a young person showing love for something you enjoy. But what if I told you about 24% are in their 20s, 28% are in their 30s, and 21% are in their 40s? Take a closer look at...
That's interesting. I'm about to turn 29, so I'm barely in the 20s category still, but I'm there. It's interesting. I didn't expect most of the fan base to be in their 30s. Kind of expected like more of the 20s, kind of age dominance, let's say.
At this age and gender demographic for BTS's 2020 Map of the Soul ticket sales. Females ages 25 and up made 46% of web traffic, and 31% were males. BTS's fans, named ARMY, will often tell you BTS is not your typical boy band. And why? To get a better understanding, let us go back to the beginning. BTS was created by Big Hit Entertainment, whose mission statement is music and artist for healing. The company, and namely their CEO, Bang Si-hyuk, wanted BTS to be sincere and genuine figures that people could easily relate to and grow with.
Well,
not immaculate idols groomed amid studio culture, but real boys who shared their authentic personalities and talents with the world.
That's actually, I mean, it's a really good marketing strategy, but it's also a really good goal Like, it's something that you can market really well, but it's also something to begin with to even have this approach. I really like that. That's something that I respect quite a lot. Because I want to see the human side of artists and just, them as humans, not as idols, kind of. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think you do. Also, the whole music for healing thing. Love that concept. I really do.
Which is why BTS stands for 방탄소년단, Korean for Bulletproof Boy Scouts. Bangtan meaning to be resistant to bullets, so it means to block out stereotypes, criticisms, and expectations that are aimed at adolescents like bullets, to preserve the value and ideals of today's adolescents.
I mean, the music really does speak about that, so yeah, that makes sense.
In 2017, BTS rebranded their name and logo representing their growth and maturity, extending the meaning to beyond the scene. The new door-inspired logo symbolizes youth who don't settle for their current reality and instead open the door and go forward to achieve growth. BTS debuted on June 12, 2013 with 7 members: RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook. All 7 members came from different parts of Korea. So at first, living together in a small apartment was a challenge. Their CEO, Bang Si-hyuk, created a method for the boys whenever they got into an argument.
일단 싸워도 된다. 싸움을 두려워하기 때문에 우리 갈등이 커지는 거다라고 가리키고요. 그다음에 마지막으로는 단 해결은 7이 같이 하는 거다. 싸움은 둘이 해도 해결은 7명이 같이 해라. 하기 너무 창피한 걸로 싸움을 해도 결국 같이 와서 저희가 이런 문제를 갖고 둘이 싸웠는데 이렇게 해서 이렇게 해결했습니다라고 얘기를 하고, 그런 부분들이 이 팀의 친화력을 혹은 시너지를 강하게 만들고 있지 않나 이렇게 생각됩니다.
Over the years, the boys have come to love each other despite their difference in personalities, to the point where they'd feel incomplete with one member missing. They became each other's strength and support and formed a brotherhood.
내 머릿속에는 옆에 멤버들이 있어야 뭔가 자연스러워. 그러니까 뭔가 내 핸드폰이나 지갑처럼 없으면 불안한 그런 것들 있잖아. 생각나.
그죠. 소중하다 못해 없으면 안 될 사람들이긴 하죠. 왜냐면은 넘어져도 저 혼자 일어나는 게 아니라 그냥 같이 일어난 거니까.
좀 생각을 해보면 이런 7명이 어떻게 모였을까라는 생각이 들어요, 이제는. 네. 오래 지냈다고 해서 될 문제는 아니에요. 어떻게 보면은 운명인 것 같아요. 네. 되게 유치하지만 그냥 운명이었던 거예요, 이거는. 네.
I'm gonna say something really cheesy that no one asked for, but I can relate to what J-Hope just said, because that's how I feel about my best friend and I. The way we met online, and we have quite an age gap, and it's just like, it shouldn't have worked, but it worked. And she's literally like my person. And I do think that it was not a coincidence, like things just were meant to happen in that case. I mean, I made decisions, and she as well, that led us to the right time and place, but at the same time I feel like there was something else bigger at play, like maybe fate. Who knows? I know it sounds so cheesy, so corny, just like J-Hope said, but yeah, I feel it now.
Their climb to the top may seem sudden to those who didn't follow their journey, but it was far from a walk in the park. BTS's company, Big Hit Entertainment, started off small and faced numerous hardships, even coming close to bankruptcy. Since Big Hit wasn't a large company at that time, they lacked the resources for promoting BTS.
Yeah.
Even getting the chance to debut was a fluke. Their debut performance opportunity came about because a music show needed a filler for someone else's spot. Even after they debuted, their performances would often get cut, and if they did make it on air, their screen time was very short, since Big Hit didn't have the power or influence bigger companies had over broadcasts. Since they were often not invited to a lot of big variety shows, the company found their own way to communicate with their audience through
You've taught me about
platforms such
that.
as YouTube. By vlogging their journey, they allowed us to discover their personalities. They also created their own variety shows and often live streamed with fans. They honed
You've
their
told me about
crafts
this.
for hours on end, practicing in the dance studio and producing music, returning home at dawn to all sleep in one bedroom. 2 years of hard work and not knowing where they'd end up, they finally won their first music show award. Yet, as they grew in popularity, they were falsely accused of sajegi, which is when a company buys their own artist albums to boost sales for the charts.
You have to
That's-
be kidding me. I mean, jokes on those people who accuse them of that now, because, you know, nowadays they dominate worldwide sales, so, you know.
It's because people couldn't believe a group from a small company was selling well,
So they were
ignoring
basically
the fact that a
underdogs.
small company wouldn't have the resources to pull off such a scam. These were just a few of their hardships and struggles. I
Exactly.
created
It just doesn't make sense. If the company is so small that it doesn't have enough resources to even promote the band in the first place, then how the fuck are they going to have enough resources to buy I don't know how many copies of the albums? Like, no. Doesn't make sense. That's just dumb, honestly. People, come on. A little bit of common sense.
These were just a few of their hardships and struggles. I created a separate video highlighting the past hardships.
You've told
I'll
me
link
about
that
that
in
too.
my description box. Throughout the years, BTS were able to reach impressive milestones while continuing to sing in Korean. They shattered cultural language barriers with music and attracted an international audience.
Yeah.
They grew organically by staying true to themselves while building a genuine connection with their fans from around the world.
People are gonna hate me for this maybe, but I don't know. I'm gonna make a small comparison to not One Direction necessarily, because they did have a lot of help. You know, they came from X Factor and then they signed with a major label, you know. But the one member I will mention with this is Louis Tomlinson, because he was definitely not the biggest one when they left the band. Like, he was so underestimated. He had to deal with a lot of bullshit. No! I don't really like how I worded this part in the video, therefore you get editorless right now. Enjoy. The point I was trying to make is that this story of how BTS became as big as they did, a lot of it being thanks to the fans, it seems, that is what reminds me a bit of Louis. And before you say, I know, Louis had a lot of things going for himself when he started as a solo artist, because he was already a famous person, like he came from a well-known band, so he didn't have to struggle a lot like BTS in that sense, and he also didn't have to struggle, you know, with racism. However, he was kind of the underdog. He was very underestimated, and he didn't get a lot of promo from his label even. He's no longer with the label now, he's kind of like independent now. And then in the last 2 years, you know, during the pandemic, his fan base grew quite a lot, his music as well, and most of it was because of the fans themselves. And I feel like it was very organic. As someone who became a fan of his during the pandemic, I just found him. It's not like someone shoved it in my face. And the fans are very dedicated, very loyal. And the relationship there is between him and the fans is quite strong and honestly amazing. And that's what's kind of making me connect the two right now. Like, that's the comparison I'm making. Not necessarily all the struggles, because they're different, but just the fact that both these artists are being really uplifted by the fans. And also that, you know, both BTS and Louis have an amazing relationship with their fan base. And I love that. I think that's something that's really drawing me into BTS as well, the same way it did with Louis. Okay, I think I made my point. I think it's clear what I was trying to say, so I'm gonna go now. Back to your regularly scheduled programming. Bye! That definitely remind me of that. Just very underestimated, very just not getting a lot of help or things served to them in that sense. And just growing, it seems like, thanks to the fan base. Like, it seems like their fan base did a lot of the work, which is admirable, honestly.
During an era where streaming numbers have gone up and traditional album sales have gone down, BTS has become an industry anomaly. Their latest album, Map of the Soul 7, released February 21, 2020, is the best-selling physical album of the year, and they sold over 500,000 copies in just the United States alone. The biggest kicker? Well, BTS did this without a single bundle. And what does bundle mean? Artists would bundle merchandise or concert tickets with the album's sales. For example, a copy of an artist's album, digital or physical, would be included in every t-shirt sale or ticket sold for their concert. These sales would count towards charting numbers and become an industry-wide tactic in the US to help boost sales figures and in effect climb up the Billboard charts. In a 2019 New York Times article, they said about half the 39 titles that topped the charts last year were sold as part of ticket or merchandise bundles. Without the help of bundles and driven by the power of ARMYs alone, BTS were able to beat a lot of historic records, such as Michael Jackson's 36-year record and the Beatles' 22-year record. While these musical acts are famous around the world, Suga has said it's a great honor these musical record and
Let me see. The Beatles' 22-year record as fastest group with the most number one albums. Adele's 5-year record with most number ones on iTunes. I mean, I'm sure that was quite a tough record to beat because that woman produces just one hit after another. Michael Jackson's 36-year record as first foreigner artist to top Oregon? What's that? I feel so uncultured right now. Celine Dion's 24-year record with 1 million pre-orders in Japan. Interesting. Okay, let's keep on.
and the Beatles' 22-year record. While these musical acts are famous around the world, Suga has said it's a great honor to be called the Beatles of the 21st century. At the same time, it's a bit pressuring to be called that. We are BTS. We want to be the BTS of the 21st century. The members themselves have always been involved in their music and engaged with their fans, even before they officially debuted. From their debut album, Too Cool for School, in 2013 to their most recent Map of the Soul 7, all 7 members have contributed as either writers and or producers on every album. All of BTS are associate members of the Korea Music Copyright Association, and as of August 2020, J-Hope, Suga, and RM were all promoted to full members of the association. They even create music that's released for free on SoundCloud as gifts to their fans. Much of their work touches on subjects like mental health, youth and female empowerment, child abuse, cyberbullying, self-love and development, and socio-economic injustices. Much of their work is also inspired by past writers and thinkers. Their latest series, Map of the Soul, incorporates psychological concepts by Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung. BTS is not afraid to use their platform to amplify underrepresented voices and issues, taking numerous risks with their career while receiving backlash from people in power. BTS are
I really like their work. Before I ever listened to BTS, I had no idea that their work was so heavy on the positive messages and talking about important things and bringing awareness to stuff, and also included so much symbolism. I had no idea. I would never have imagined that. I hate to say it because I consider myself a very open-minded person in general, but if I'm being honest, I had this prejudiced idea in my mind of what they were. That's why it took me so long to even, think, what, let's listen to something. Let's listen to them and see what they're all about. I'm really sad to say that. But at least I came round. I feel like I'm redeeming myself, so.
are also as charitable as they are talented. Throughout the years, members have been donating individually and as a group. BTS rarely publicize donations, so fans often find out about them if media organizations uncover the details. One of BTS's few public announcements was in November.
Because when I'm not saying every time someone announces a donation is wrong, because sometimes it actually helps, like, a lot if they make it public. Hey, I'm donating to this, please help this cause as well. Like, it kind of puts also pressure on other celebrities and, you know, millionaires in general to maybe do something about it as well. So, you know, it's not always bad, but sometimes, a lot of times, if they publicize it, it comes across as, you know, like, just not the nicest gesture, you know? But I'm not saying always, just like sometimes it's actually good to say, hey, we donated, because of what I already said. So I think she's going to talk about one of those times.
One of BTS's few public announcements was in November 2017 for their Love Myself campaign. They partnered with UNICEF to create a campaign aimed at protecting children and teenagers from around the world, with the hope of making the world a better place through music. BTS and their company, Big Hit Entertainment, pledged 500 million Korean won and donated 3% of the income from the sales of physical albums of the Love Yourself series, along with 6 other fundraising initiatives, including the Love Myself merchandise, where 100% of its proceeds were pledged to the cause. The Love Yourself series, which contained 3 albums total, sold over 7 million copies worldwide. On September 24, 2018, BTS was invited to deliver a speech about the Love Myself campaign at the United Nations General Assembly. On January 15, 2020, Formula E announced their partnership with BTS to help combat climate change. On June 3, 2020, BTS tweeted their support for Black Lives Matter. A few days later, Variety reported that BTS and Big Hit Entertainment had donated $1 million to support the Black Lives Matter movement. When ARMYs got wind of the news, they matched their $1 million donation in one day. Now,
how the fuck did you guys do that? $1 million is a lot of money. I mean, for me at least, I don't have a lot of money, so, you know, $1 million is a lot. How did you do that? I mean, okay, wait, there are loads of armies all over the world, so yeah, you wouldn't have to donate a lot of money each to be able to do that. So yeah, okay, makes sense, but still, oh my god.
Matched their $1 million donation in one day. Now, these are just a couple of their acts of charity. With their socially conscious music, BTS created a new fandom culture that brings together fans from different national and racial identities. This led to the emergence of bilingual ARMY volunteers who translated BTS Korean lyrics and videos in their language almost real time, making the content immediately available.
I mean, I already said it, but again, an applause for Dulcet. They do such good work, honestly.
To non-Korean speakers. We may all speak different languages, but their music and their message connected people from around the world
people at the
with
shows.
different ethnicities, background, gender, and age. BTS has also expressed their love and respect for ARMY countless of times, such as always mentioning them first during speeches, responding to fans on their social media app Weverse, showing their appreciation, responding to.
Don't be upset, I often don't understand the perfect question because I don't have enough English yet. But I'll try hard because I told you this, right?
Fans on their social media app Weverse, showing their appreciation for ARMY projects, halting rehearsals for the Muslim prayers in Saudi Arabia. The youngest member, Jungkook, even got the fandom name tattooed on his hand. Together with ARMY, they grew as individuals and as artists.
저는 굳이 영향력을 주는 거창한 것을 안 원하고 그냥 저희를 보는 분들이 행복하고 있을 수 있다면 그걸로.
팬이라는 게 진짜 뭘까 막 이런 생각을 가끔 많이 하거든요. 그리고 그 사람들 때문에 저희가 무대에 서는 거라서 그 봐주는 사람들을 위해서 노래를 하고 무대를 하는 거기 때문에 결국 우리는 그 사람들한테 진짜 감사해야 되고 무대 하나하나에 최선을 다해야 되고
간단하게 얘기해서는 가수를 하고 있는 어떤 제일 중요한 이유인 것 같아요. 저는 뭐 방송 활동도 물론 쉽지 않지만 진짜 콘서트는 그냥 제가 이 방탄소년단을 하고 있는 이유가 맞는 것 같아요.
참 다행히도 내가 원래 하고 싶었던 이 메시지 하고 싶었던 음악들을 하고
Yes,
있어서 참 다행이라고
exactly.
생각해요. 그러기 때문에 되게
Yes.
그렇게 살고 있는 것 같아요. 긍정적인 에너지를 주죠.
일단 이 일을 좋아하는 거, 이 일을 사랑하고 너무 좋아하는 게 저에게 큰 영향을 주는 것 같아요. 왜냐면 이 일을 하기 싫고 실증이 나고 하면은 무대 위에서도 나타나기 때문에
Yeah, that's so
이 일을
true.
굉장히
So
사랑하기
true.
때문에 내가 무대 위에서 퍼포먼스를 할 수 있고 노래를 할 수 있는 것 같아요.
계속 와서 응원해주는 모습, 그리고 이렇게 저희를 진심으로 좋아해주는 그런 표정들, 힘들 때 그런 표정들이 저에게 더 힘을 주는 것 같아서
저희를 알아봐 주신 여러분들이라면 여러분의 꿈이 아니더라도 여러분의 삶, 여러분의 인생에 언젠가 저희의 존재가, 저희의 음악이, 저희의 무대가, 저희의 사진, 영상이 여러분한테 아주 조금이라도 아픔이 100이라면 그 100을 99, 98, 97로 만들어줄 수 있다면 그걸로 저희의 존재의 가치는 충분합니다. 정말 사랑합니다.
God.
Their love for ARMY has also
Wait.
helped them
Okay. I need to... Okay. Okay. Wait, I have my fan here. Is it going away? I think it is. I think... Okay, good. Oh, why is this making me so emotional? Oh my god. Okay. Okay.
Their love for ARMY has also helped them decide on re-signing another 7-year contract with Big Hit Entertainment. They mentioned doing it for their fans and not for money. So while people often discredit BTS's talent, likening their popularity to superficial aspects that come with the
I
image
hate
of
that.
a boy band, it is their development of personalities and sincerity towards their art and their fans that made their fandom the size and reach that it has become. I hope people will come to realize that BTS is more than just their singing and their dancing skills. They're not just performers, but artists who have healed and inspired millions of people around the world. For a deeper dive into BTS, please refer to these websites, apps, and ARMY accounts to stay updated. We're also working on more video projects and a website, so stay tuned.
Oh my god, I love how this video is made. It's so... This Celeste person, is it a... What are the pronouns? Celeste... Do we have pronouns? Okay, since I don't see any wait, let me go to the account. I've tried, but I can't find any preferred pronouns. So, I think I said she earlier in the video, and I don't really like that because I don't really know. So, I'm gonna use neutral pronouns, just in case. So, I really like how Celeste, or Celeste, how you pronounce that, edited this video, how they put it together, and the fact that they included all of these websites and accounts and other things to as reference at the end of the video. Love that. That's honestly such a professional way of doing things, like a very academic way, because you include references and stuff. I don't know. Something I wanted to comment, but the video was already ending, so it didn't make sense for me to pause, is when they say that like people think that the reason BTS are this big is because of superficial things. Yes. And I hate that. I hate when people think that the only thing, like some, not just BTS, but a lot of these young artists have to offer are good looks or something really shallow and superficial. I hate that. I hate that so much, because even if they are very superficially attractive and all that, that does not mean that that's all they have to offer. And most times that's not the best thing or most interesting thing artists have to offer. So I hate that. I hate when people think that. But yeah, I really like this video. I get why you guys wanted me to react to it, because the only other video like this that I did was the one, you know, the introduction to the 7 members of BTS. So I was like, why should I do the This Is BTS? I already did an introduction to the members. But I get it now. I get why you wanted me to do this video. It was really interesting, very informative, and really well put together. Like, really well put together. Loved it. Yeah, I really like this video, like this style of video. Love it. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling and I'm gonna go now. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you're having a wonderful time in general. And yeah, hopefully, I use the word hope and hopefully a lot. Hopefully, I'll see you in my next video. Or you will see me in my next video. You know what? I'm just gonna go. Let's just leave it at that. Love you all. Bye!